us! Demand your equal rights now! Off of the curbs and onto the street!
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 We started out with 3 people, and we haven't even gotten but a few feet, you know, from the entrance of the parade, and we already grabbed 1, 2, 3, 4 people. This is the essence of what we're trying to do. Throughout the country is to build a movement for people who are standing up and demanding their full federal equality under all matters in our civil legal system. Thank you for being here.
Most of my childhood was spent in Dallas, and you know, it was one of those situations where I never really understood what homophobia was until I encountered it, because it wasn't allowed in my house.
Once we start showing people that there are people out here who are willing to take those sort of riskier measures of showing our face and being public, they, you know, they really receive well to that. Takes one person. You get out there, people, you know, once people see that one kind of nut job standing up for his rights, you know, people will follow suit, because then they feel like there's somebody that's speaking to them and for them and with them.
There are some times when, you know, in doing this work where it's just a handful of you standing on a street corner, and then there are other times when, you know, they're like today, you start with a handful and end up with hundreds. Work towards being equal in all matters governed by civil law in all 50 states.
And we'll march with you. Get off of the curbs and come into the street. Demand your full equality. Come on. Come on. March with us. March with us. March with us. We're the end. Come march with us. Y'all want to come out and march with us? We're the end of the line, and we're demanding full equality. The more the merrier. Yeah, come march with us. Come march the rest of the way with us? I mean, we're demanding full equality and everything. I think everybody's for that, right? It's a short walk. Come on. You can come join right in. Hey, get out of the curbs and into the street. Come demand your equality. Y'all can march with us. There's room in this parade. Hey, y'all want to come march with us? Come march with us. There's room in this movement for everyone. Y'all can come march with us. We're the end of the line in this parade. We're over here demanding full equality. We can't do it with just a few of us. We need your voice too, your voice, your talent. Off of the curbs, into the street, demand your full equality. Hey, you can march with us too. Come on now, there's room for you. Off of the curbs, onto the street, demand your full equality. We can't do this alone. We're fighting for you. Come this march, come on, come march for your rights.
I joined the military at 22 years old, and I think that's really what made me realize that we are not equal under our laws currently.
We're demanding full rights here.
I'm simply amazed at the amount of people who are coming out and support full federal equality. We started with 3 people down the parade route, asking people to come join with us. It looks like, you know, we've gotten several people. I would guess about 200 people. I don't know.
Everybody, I am somebody. I demand full equality.
Even when you're on leave, even if you go on leave to another country, you cannot engage in homosexual activity without risking losing your job. And so, you know, it wasn't until I fell in love and was in a serious relationship with another woman who was a civilian.
We need your voices, your talent, your time.
I was in her will, had her power of attorney, everything else, and I had to talk to her like she was my plumber.
What kind of work do you guys do?
Mostly empowerment and training, other LGBT organizations, and not just LGBT, but other civil rights issues, women's rights, immigrant rights. But our whole concept is that, you know, we have the tools of the trade. We've been doing this for a while, and we can learn from our history and impart some of that knowledge onto any of the newer organizers that are coming up, who want to learn some of the different ways that they can stand up and demand their full federal equality.
Cool.
So we get into things like planning marches and protests, but also, you know, we'll work some with other organizations who are doing lobbying, for instance, and stuff like that.
Cool. It's fun. It's excellent.
Isn't that great? Gay, straight, black, white. Marriage is a civil right. Gay, straight, black, white.
I thought it was really amazing, and I thought it really visually represented what it means to grow a movement when you're starting with, you know, just 3 people in the beginning, and then you end with, you know, 200-300. And I would also encourage people to use their own voice and use their own talents to affect change. You know, you don't have to know a lot about politics. You just have to be friends with someone who does. You know, and you don't have to change anything about yourself. You just have to use what you love and use your strengths to affect change in a positive way.
Well, just hearing that call, having never before been empowered by anyone to stand up for themselves. And I'm hoping for many of these folks, it's the beginning of something incredibly special for them.
A small number of people can really make a difference and can really affect change and grow a movement. And that's what we were hoping to accomplish today. I think we did that.